Good evening and welcome to the YouTube channel, How to Get an 800 Credit Score. My name is Lyndon Baptiste, and thank you so much. If you're watching this video, thank you so much for joining us today. On this channel, we talk about how to build credit, how to get excellent credit, and we talk about our journey together to excellent credit. So join us together as we pursue on this journey. The links to contact me can be found at the bottom of the About section of this channel, where you can follow me on Facebook, you can follow me on Twitter, and all of the social media networks there too, also as well. And also the link to join our Patreon. It can be found at the bottom of the About section of this page too, also. And I also included the link in the bottom of this video inside of the description too, also as well. And becoming a Patreon, by becoming a patron, you can enjoy the benefits of having a coach with you by your side as you get help increasing your credit score to also as well, and suggestions, advice, and unlimited access to also as well, and help with large purchases, such as strategies on how to buy your car that you're looking to buy, or how to buy a house, or how to get funding for a business or a new startup, et cetera, or personal line of credit for personal reasons. Whatever the situation is that you need funding or credit cards, you have a coach there on your side every step of the way, also giving you help with credit repair too, also as well. So again, thank you again for joining, and I want to say a special thank you to our 1,112 subscribers that we have now currently. And if you've been watching this video, underneath the video there is a subscribe button. Just click subscribe and the bell for notifications. That way you will never miss a single video as we make them here on this channel too, also as well. You could also hit the subscribe button. It can be found in the bottom left hand corner of your screen. It says subscribe here. It's a big red button too, also. And if you're on a cell phone or laptop, you should be able to see that, or a computer. On a laptop, if you turn your cell phone sideways, it's a better view of it. And also hit the thumbs up, because it really helps out the channel, and it helps out with the YouTube algorithms too, also as well. And also share this video everywhere with all of your friends and your family on Facebook and all of your social media networks too, also as well, because it really helps us to spread the message, to help as many people as we can to increase their credit score, to provide credit repair too, also as well, and credit coaching also as well. So it really helps our efforts that way too, also as well. And also, when you join Patreon, you help us to improve the quality content that we offer you here by making better videos. Okay. So once again, thank you. Right now we have 2 people watching here in the live stream, and thank you so much to the 2 people that are here with us. I do apologize. This is a surprise live stream right now that we're doing, and we didn't really give anyone any notification that, well, advanced notification, I should say, that we were doing a live stream today. Yeah, I was just checking my microphone to make sure I am not on mute and my microphone is clear. So right now we have 3 people with us here in the live stream. Welcome, guys. Thank you so much to the 3 people that are here with us today in the live stream. And I would like to know, how you guys enjoyed your 4th of July holiday. Was it a good experience for you? Did you have fun? Did you have a good time? And also, if you have any questions or comments about credit repair or increasing your credit score, just go ahead and leave them in your comments, in the comment section and here in the live chat. And I will definitely recognize all of your comments, questions, or suggestions too also as well. So I do want to mention that we did have a great time in the last live stream on Wednesday, where we talked about our topic, which that topic was about people being denied jobs based on bad credit, and together as a group, we all learned so much from that topic too, also as well. And a lot of people raised some great questions there in that live stream too, also. And one particular question or comment um, was the reason for today's topic or tonight's topic too, also as well. And this live stream tonight is dedicated to one of our subscribers who provided an inspiration for this topic here tonight, uh, by the name of Jason Van Hughes. And if you're listening or watching, Jason, um, I just want to say, this topic is dedicated, this live stream is dedicated to you. And guys, this is what we do, for our subscribers too, also as well. When they suggest a topic or when they have a question, we normally, provide a live stream where we can, go over and discuss the topic as a group. And it benefits all of us too also as well, because when we discuss topics as a group, it helps us all grow as a community too also as well. And I do want to mention that I would like for all of you to join our Facebook group for our credit building community. And the name of our Facebook credit group is called How to Get Excellent Credit. And you can just find that by going on Facebook and doing a search and typing in the search bar how to get excellent credit. You should see our group pop up on the screen and just click the button to join. Um, and it helps a lot to join because our community benefits by the valuable information that's being shared, for one, and also if you've missed any of our videos or live streams, you can definitely catch them by joining the group or liking the Facebook page, How to Get an 800 Credit Score, which our Facebook page is named after our YouTube channel too also as well. And Janelle, welcome. Everyone, please give a warm welcome to Janelle Leone. Thank you so much for joining us, Janelle. And Janelle says hello and good late night at Cliff Peters. Yes, thank you so much for that, Janelle. And Janelle says hello, and welcome to our late live video. Thanks again, Janelle, for sharing that. Cliff Peters, everyone, please give a warm welcome to Cliff Peters. And Cliff Peters says good night. Yes, I hope you are having a good night too, also as well. Hello, Cliff Peters, and welcome to our live stream chat too, also as well. Janelle gives, let's see, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 thumbs up and 4 fist muscle flexes there. That's awesome. Way to go, Janelle. Thank you so much for sharing that too, also as well. So again, I want to thank you guys for joining. There have been a few changes that I kind of want to reiterate because we are still, even though we passed our milestone, which we accomplished of having 1,000 subscribers, we're still kind of close to that 1,000 subscriber mark. And we wanted to mention to you guys that there's been a few updates to the channel. Actually, we have a community tab now. So you should be receiving notifications in the community tab. From those can be updates that I send out, and also, questions to the community, to also as well. Things that I may want to share, important events that's going on with the YouTube channel, to also as well I can share inside of the community tab, also as well. So I just thought I'd mention that that the community tab is also, one of the updates here on the channel. And also we have changed the header of the homepage of the YouTube channel to also as well. So what I did was basically took out a lot of the pictures that were on there before, and I just pretty much put up a plain, header with just a few words and, my picture up there, past and present picture, too also as well. So, yeah, there have been a few updates to the channel, and now, well, since we hit the 1,000 subscriber mark, now we can receive super chats too also as well. I just wanted to mention that the super chat feature is now on. So you guys can feel free, to continue leaving your super chats and support the channel, because they really go a long way to help us to make, the more quality content, improve our video presentations to you too also as well. So right now we have 4 people watching here live in a live stream with us tonight. And I want to give a warm welcome to all the 4 people that are watching here in the live stream with us tonight. Right now, we have 5 people with us here in the live chat tonight. And I want to give a warm welcome to the 5 people that are with us here in the live stream tonight. And thank you guys so much for joining. I really appreciate you guys. So thank you. Thank you so much. And it's a pleasure to have you guys here joining us tonight, because you guys really add a lot of value to our live streams too also as well. Everyone, please give a warm welcome to Bodyguard 856. It's a pleasure to have you. Welcome back again, Bodyguard. Thank you for joining us. Bodyguard 856 says, "Hi guys, late stream." Yes, it is a late stream, Bodyguard. And this is pretty much, we just thought we'd do a live stream for some of the people that like to stay up late, late at night. And I know it is a Saturday for me, so that's why I'm able to do this at this time of night. Normally I would never do a live stream at, after midnight, unless it was like a Saturday night or I had the next day off. I didn't have to work tomorrow. So that's the reason why I'm up here doing a late live stream, because I really enjoy my conversations with you guys too also as well. We definitely learn so much from each other. Everyone, please give a warm welcome to Vic Hernandez. Vic Hernandez, thank you so much for joining our live stream tonight. And I believe you are new to our live chats. This is the first time I've seen you commenting, so that's why I'm assuming that you're new. So welcome, everyone. Please give a warm welcome to Vic Hernandez. And Vic says, "Congratulations on your Patreon. What AUs do you have available?" Well, Vic, right now, we only have 2 AUs available at the moment. We're working on a third one. And basically, the AUs that we have are for, people who are new to building credit. Like I would say, people who have less than 4 to 6 months of established credit, credit profile, who do not have a FICO score yet, and who are looking to build up their credit, increase their credit score too also as well. I have a First Premier card, which is a secured. It's not a secured. It's an unsecured credit card, and right now I have almost a year of credit history. So the unsecured card, it has about almost 8 months of credit history on it right now. It might have a little more, but I'd have to definitely check on that for an update. The other credit card is a Credit One credit card, and that has, basically it's a new account. But it has low utilization on it. So that's the 2 AUs that I have available. If you need something else with more credit history, like longer credit history, maybe a year or 2, or so, definitely let me know, because I have contacts that can provide you with that if you need authorized user with 2 years or more. Let me know too also as well, because I can definitely access those AUs for you and provide you with that information. Everyone, please give a warm welcome to Brian Taylor. Brian Taylor, hi, how are you doing, sir? Thank you so much for joining us once again in our live stream, Brian. It's always a pleasure to have you here with us. You add a lot of value to our conversations here as a group. And everyone, I just wanted to mention that Brian Taylor has his own YouTube channel, too, also as well, where he talks about credit repair and strategies and lots of useful information on how to fix your credit. And he's been doing it for quite some time now. And also, uh, if you interested in subscribing to his channel or watching his videos, you can go ahead and click on his name in the chat, Brian Taylor, and then click on go to channel. And when you get there, click subscribe and the bell for notifications. That way you will always see his videos as he makes them too also as well. He has some awesome, wonderful content there. Brian Taylor says, I am fine. That's good to know, Brian. Glad you're here again with us. Thank you for the support. Thank you for all the super chats you've been sending in the live streams too as well. We really appreciate you. We want you to know that. Right now, we have 8 people with us here tonight in the live stream. And thank you so much to the 8 people that are with us here, whether you're commenting or you're just watching along and listening. We still appreciate you too also as well. We want you to know you're always welcome here in our live streams here at our YouTube channel, How to Get an 800 Credit Score, too also as well. And thank you guys so much for joining. And Bodyguard 856 says, do AUs count against Chase's 524 rule? Okay, great question, Bodyguard. I believe they do not. Okay, I believe what Chase 524 rule basically is, it's talking about 5 accounts that you open in your name within the first 24 months. And I don't believe AUs have anything to do with that, because AUs are not in your name, because on your credit report, it says authorized user on there, so it kind of differentiates a primary account from an authorized user. So an authorized user is not a primary account because it is not in your name. Okay. Also, Vic Hernandez says, thanks for the info. 2 thumbs up. I'll definitely message you about the older AUs on your Patreon. Okay, definitely, Vic. Thank you so much for that. We will definitely get you, set up and everything. So if you're interested in becoming a patron, Vic, you can the link is in the bottom of the video inside of the description. You can just click on that link and click on join Patreon. Become a patron, or you can go to the bottom of the about section of this channel and you can find the Patreon link there to join the Patreon too also as well. And thank you so much for joining, and thank you for sharing that too also as well. Right now we have 9 people here watching, listening, and commenting here in the live chat. And thank you so much to the 9 people that are here with us today. I'm just going to take a sip of this energy drink. I think I like these energy drinks because of the sugar that they provide. The taste is just, and that's one of my favorite energy drinks too. So I hope you guys enjoyed your 4th of July holiday. We sure did here. We didn't go far, we just went outside the house, stayed around the neighborhood, and watched some of the fireworks here locally. Yeah, that went on for like maybe about 45 minutes, but it wasn't too bad. But guys, today's topic is dedicated to one of our subscribers. named Jason Van Hughes. And also, I just wanted to mention that uh, one of the other benefits of becoming a patron, by joining our Patreon, is that you can have your suggested topics, um, you know, made into a live stream topic. We can make your, say, for example, our last live stream, Jason Van Hughes, which this live stream is dedicated to him. He had brought up a question about mortgages. Okay. And his question was basically related to what FICO scores do mortgage lenders use, you know? And he had a lot of questions. So we followed up with him, and, we had a lot of conversations on Facebook Messenger, back and forth, and, he is, already, he has already been working with us, for quite some time. So the Patreon, guys, if you would like to support the channel, you can sign up with the tier 1 membership. If you're new, we recommend it. But if you've been working with us for a while, then you don't have to sign up with any membership. We will still continue working with you and still continue providing the free credit coaching, credit repair, and unlimited contact to your credit coach, to also as well. And also you can still get suggested topics about that will be brought up in live streams. Actually, Jason Van Hughes is the second subscriber that we actually um, honored his question in the live stream that was unanswered, and decided to make a topic about it. Right now, we have a live a super chat from Brian Taylor. Thank you so much for that $2 super chat, Brian. We really appreciate that. Thank you so much for the super chat. Really appreciate you, brother. And Brian Taylor says, I will be adding more videos. Okay, so guys, Brian Taylor will be making more videos. But right now he has quite a bit. He has a lot of videos on there that I've seen, and they're very informational, great content too, also as well. So when you get some time, go ahead and go over to Brian Taylor's YouTube channel and click and go ahead and subscribe. You would definitely learn a lot from him. Janelle Leone says, thank you so much for Brian Taylor for the super chat. We will definitely be watching your videos. Yes, again, for sure. Thank you for sharing that, Janelle. Really appreciate you. And Brian Taylor says, you're welcome. Okay, thank you for sharing that. And Janelle Leone just told me, said to say, no problem at all, buddy. Okay. I know Janelle, she's telling me to quit saying her last name, but she's right here next to me. But it's so easier, when she types it in the live chat, because that way you all could hear the question or comment that she makes. She says half of the time, yes. So this topic is dedicated. If there's no more suggestions or comments, and I want to thank you so much to the 6 people that are with us here tonight in the live chat. And I want to go ahead and get into today's topic. And also, I want to thank you guys for joining us. And I want to say that you guys can feel free to make comments, questions, suggestions, whatever it is. Just type it. Go ahead and type it in the comment section, too, also as well. And I will answer back at you, definitely, for sure. Okay. So again, this topic is dedicated to Jason Van Hughes, one of our subscribers, who have been there from the beginning of this YouTube channel too, also as well. So as you can tell, guys, the topic of today's live stream is how to get your credit ready to buy a house. Okay, which is a big question that a lot of people have. Okay, and this question involves a lot of detail. Okay, and involves a lot of useful, valuable information too, also as well, that we all can use. Because, like me myself, I'm looking forward to buying a house. Me and Janelle, actually, we're looking to buy our home next year. We're kind of setting a planning date for next year, a date for next year, so that way we have a little more time to get ourselves ready. I mean, we sure can buy a house now, but we don't want to, because we want to get our credit in the best shape possible to be more presentable to lenders, more attractive to lenders, I should say, um, as well. So, this topic has, it affects me personally and Janelle personally. And not only Jason Van Hughes, who brought up the question in the last live stream, but it affects a lot of our subscribers too, also as well, who they've been talking about this topic, and it's been spurring up a lot of conversation too, also as well, amongst our community. So we decided to make a topic about it in today's live stream. Um, so basically, you definitely want to get your credit ready to buy a house. So as I'm talking, I'll be referring back and forth to my notes. So that's the reason why I'll be looking down at my desk here. So when you're getting ready to buy a house, first you want to focus on your credit 6 months to a year, okay, before applying for a mortgage. So that's basically what you want to do. Like, you want to start focusing heavily on your credit from 6 months to a year, okay, before you even apply for that mortgage. Okay. And there's things you're going to do um, when you're focusing on your credit by, basically making improvements, even those small ones. They can mean big savings when you're buying a home, too, also as well. Okay. Now, here's an example of some of the savings that you can actually get um, by getting your credit ready, okay, or not getting your credit ready. All right. And the first one is with a 675 FICO score on a $300,000 loan, 30-year fixed mortgage. That would qualify you for 4.74% interest rate. Okay. So we're just going to start there at 675. Okay. And then we'll work our way up. With a 680 FICO score, it qualifies you for a 4.53% interest rate, and it would save you $13,840 over. That's just over the life of the loan, guys. Okay. The entire life of the loan. With the 700 FICO score, that qualifies you for a 4.35%, and it saves you an extra $25. Actually, not $25. $25,158. So as you can see, the savings continually continue to go up. You know, it just jumped up $12,000 just for a difference of 20 points off of your credit score from 680 to 700. Now your savings just went up $12,000. So that you want to definitely think about. So that's why you want to get your credit ready for buying a house before you decide to even apply for that mortgage. Okay, 760 FICO score will give you a 4.13% interest rate, and that will save you $39,186 over the entire life of the loan. Okay, and this information I'm taking from an article that is found from. It's called Four Steps to Getting Your Credit Mortgage Ready by Experian. So you can find that article on Experian.com, basically. So this live stream is just a part one, how to get your credit ready for a house, to buy a house, because in the second part two, basically it's going to be the same topic, but I'm going to put all the notes on the screen so that way you guys can definitely get it. And especially if you wanted to like take notes off of this, or if you wanted to, I don't know, keep it, save it for some reason. If it's important to you and you plan on buying a house in the future, then this is valuable information that you can definitely keep. Okay. Now, how to get your credit in shape? Okay, basically, number one, you want to check your credit reports and your credit scores from the three credit bureaus, of course. All right, but you want to check for errors, any mistakes, anything that's not 100% accurate, such as your identity, spellings of your name, variations of your name, first, last name, middle name, and your credit history is 100% accurate. If there's any social security numbers that are on there that are not yours, you want to dispute that too also and get those removed. Okay. If this maybe they're claiming that you have a spouse and you never had a spouse, you want to get that removed. Okay. If it's your ex-girlfriend from say 10 years ago or so and her name's still on there, from maybe a co-signing agreement you had for a vehicle 10 years ago, you want to get that removed. Okay. So anything that is not 100% accurate, you want to remove. Excuse me. If you need to, sign up with a credit repair specialist. Okay. If you need to, sign up with a credit repair specialist. Okay. And I don't want to knock anyone's credit repair services. I'm just speaking from my personal experience. If you guys have been with us for a while, then you know about the video that we made, the live stream that we made, and the title is Qualities of a Good Credit Repair Service. You can go ahead and watch that video. It's here on this channel. And it talks about my experiences with credit repair services, being a client. Okay. And what I've learned and which credit repair companies that I thought were the best and which credit repair companies that I thought were ineffective. Okay, so if you're interested, go ahead and watch that video. Next, you want to check Experian, where you can get your free credit report and no card is required. Okay, you get a free FICO score there at Experian.com. Free credit report at annualcreditreport.com. Once a year, you can get a free copy of your credit report from all three credit bureaus. Okay. And you also want to look at Experian's simulator. On Experian.com, they have a simulator tool where you can pretty much, it's kind of like doing an A/B test. If you guys have heard of that, right? A/B testing is where you can test out certain scenarios of your credit profile. Like, for example, you can find out what would happen if you pay down your credit card balance, one of your credit card balances, from say 30% usage down to 1% usage. Or you can find out what would happen if you paid it down to 5% usage, or 10%, 50%. You could also look at it and say, wow, wow, that would really mess my credit up. But you can see, an estimate of how many points you would gain or lose. So basically, you can find out information about different scenarios. So it's kind of like doing an A/B test on your credit. Okay. So this can help you, right, make these improvements to your credit score and your credit profile. Okay. So you're going to be focusing on making these improvements 6 months to a year before applying for a mortgage. All right. And the second thing you want to do is you want to stop applying for credit. Stop. Period. Put the brakes on. Okay. Go in the garden. Like I would say, let it marinate. Let your credit profile marinate. Okay. So when it's marinating, you're not applying for any credit. You're not applying for any loans either. You know, I'm sure there'll be tons of offers out there that you want to take advantage of, but don't. Not within this period of time while you're getting your credit in shape to buy a house. Okay, you don't want to do that. So that means, what does that mean exactly? Okay, it means no car or personal loans. It means no hard inquiries, so no applying for credit. You want to limit large purchases, especially large credit purchases and cash purchases, large cash purchases too, as well, because they may possibly drain your savings account, and lenders may be looking at your savings accounts too. Okay, to find out how well you manage your money. You want to decrease your credit utilization ratio. Okay, you want to decrease your overall credit utilization ratio, and also you want to decrease your credit utilization ratio on each one of your credit accounts. Okay, that's very important. So make sure you do that within 6 months to a year before applying for a mortgage. Okay, and basically your credit utilization ratio, or your CUR, is calculated by the credit bureaus by adding all your credit card balances and dividing those balances by your total credit limit, and that would equal your CUR, your credit utilization ratio. Okay, you want to keep utilization at 0%, because the higher your utilization, the lower your credit score. Okay, because actually utilization is a big one. It's number two when going to be. It's 30% of your credit score. Okay, right there underneath that 35% one, that's payment history. Second up is CUR, credit utilization ratio. Also, number three, you want to pay every bill on time. Every single bill you want to make sure is on time, never late. No latenesses. Okay, that means a lot to lenders and underwriters. Okay, you want to set the bills, set all your bills on auto pay when possible through your bank or your creditor. Okay, that's extending the credit or service to you. Okay, if you cannot, or they don't have that service, your creditor does not have that service, or the service that you, maybe your utility service provider does not have that auto pay service, or maybe your bank does not, or whatever the situation is, research online, go through Google and research auto pay services. There are some auto pay services out there that can help you to pay every single bill on time, and they can, have auto pay set up for you. Late payments, they hit your score hard. Okay, very, very hard. Okay, you can lose lots of points by having just one single late payment. So that's why I said, set your bills on auto pay, and do not get any late payments at all. Try to avoid those. Okay, and that's how you avoid it, by setting up auto pay. Janelle says, please hit that thumbs up. Yes, thank you for sharing that, Janelle. And also, yeah, guys, please hit the thumbs up. It really helps the channel tremendously, and lets YouTube know that, there's a lot of engagement going on here in this video too, also as well, and it helps out with the YouTube algorithms. Okay. Also, what you can do is set up text and email payment alerts and reminders for all of your due dates. Okay, you can set those up with the companies that you have the services with. Okay, or your creditors. If not, if you can't do that, then there are some text alert services online that you can sign up with, that will help you with text alerts and reminders. There's plenty of them. So, just go ahead and choose one. Okay. So, one question you want to ask yourself, if you feel like, okay, now you feel like, okay, you've been waiting 6 months to a year now, you've been working on your credit, you feel you've been doing what you need to do. Now you want to now you want to test your credit. Okay. You want to test your credit. Okay. How you test your credit, you can ask yourself this one simple question: am I ready to buy a house? Okay. So test your credit knowledge. Okay. First question is, um, do I have any late payments, missed payments, collection accounts, foreclosures, or bankruptcies on my credit profile? Okay, you want to ask yourself that. Secondly, you want to ask yourself, what percentage is my credit card utilization at right now? And you can find that out by simply going to Experian.com, and you can find out what your credit utilization is. Okay. So the higher your CUR or credit utilization, lenders see that as a higher dependency on credit, and that lowers your scores also as well. Okay. So this is why a lot of people have went to banks looking for mortgage loans, and they've been told before they can get approved for a mortgage, they would have to go out and pay off their debts. And keeping your credit, paying off your credit cards is part of paying off your debts. Third question is, what is the length of my credit history? Okay. You want to find that out. And basically, you can check your credit report. Um, if you go to Experian.com, it can tell you your age of credit. Okay. And for also for credit history, Credit Karma, you can see a brief credit history there too as well. Your age of accounts, average age of accounts. And don't make sure, guys, that you don't close any accounts that have the longest history and positive payment history too, also as well. Okay, because that will hurt you. It will drop your credit score because that's the longest history that you have. It can still stay on there. If it's positive history, it can stay up there up to 10 years. Okay. Negative accounts, however, like collections and late payments, delinquent accounts, they fall off after 7 years. But you don't want to wait that long, if you're trying to buy a house. Um, so, number four is, what type of accounts um of credit do I have? You want to ask yourself that too, also as well. If you that would tell you whether or not you have a good credit mix. Okay, by asking yourself that question, and a good credit mix would consist of loans, some type of loans. There are different loans out there: installment loans, there are car loans, there's mortgage loans, there's personal loans, lines of credit. And also, you would ask yourself, do I have any credit cards, and how many do I have? Um, Less than 5 credit cards is considered a thin file. Okay. So you want to have at least 5 credit cards active and reporting to the credit bureau every month. And so that's would cover you in as far as revolving credit is concerned. Okay. Now you want to ask yourself, do I have any uh, retail or charge cards? Okay, because they count. I mean, retail, they count very little towards your credit mix and your score. But charge cards, I believe they count more than store cards do. Okay, so you want to ask yourself, do you have any charge cards? Okay, because lenders like to see that you can manage different types of credit responsibly. Okay, before they will extend a offer for a loan to you. You want to ask yourself, number five, how many hard inquiries do I have? Okay. And now you alone, okay, as far as hard inquiries, creditors that check your credit score, they can see your hard inquiries. Okay. But you alone can see soft inquiries. Okay. And hard inquiries affect your credit score. Soft inquiries do not affect your credit scores. And soft inquiries are times that you check your own credit score. That's a soft inquiry. Okay. Okay, so you alone can see your soft inquiries, but there are exceptions. Um, and that would be except insurance companies to other insurance companies. So insurance companies looking at other insurance companies' information about your credit. Debt settlement companies that you authorized to look at your credit report. Okay, that can be one exception to who can see your soft inquiries. And soft inquiries, they are accessible for reference too, also as well. So you want to keep that in mind. They are accessible for a reference. Number six, or the sixth question: what is my debt to income ratio? Okay, because this is very important when we're talking about mortgage lenders. Okay, and what they consider, what they look at, and requirements to get you approved for a mortgage to buy a house. Okay, and basically, a high debt to income ratio, that means a lower chance or possibility of getting you a mortgage. Okay, so you don't want your DTI, or debt to income ratio, to be too high, because that will definitely hurt your chances of getting approved for a mortgage. Your DTI basically is calculated. Okay, and there's a certain way they calculate this. Your debt to income ratio is calculated by adding up your total monthly debt, okay, and dividing that by your total monthly income. And that would give you your debt to income ratio. So, your income will be asked about on a separate application, and you would have to provide a proof of income too, also as well. Okay, and the debt to income, it basically it tells the lenders about amounts of new debt that you may have, like any new debt, and acceptable DTIs. I can't say what's an acceptable DTI because it varies from lender to lender. Okay, some lenders may accept a lower DTI, and some lenders may accept a higher DTI ratio. So it all depends on that lender and what their requirements are in that category DTI. Okay, and it doesn't hurt at all for you to, pick up a phone and call that lender and ask, or you can ask and do some research in, places like FICO forums, where you can ask questions and get responses and information to it. And you can find out what type of DTIs that other people have and were approved for mortgages too, also. So that can give you a more of a range to go by. And Quora, QUORA, is also another great place to raise a question online and have it answered to, also as well. Okay, and you may get more than one answers normally, but you can definitely get a lot of information from that, and a lot of great input. So also, you want to meet with a loan officer, okay, before applying for a mortgage, so that way you could see what you can afford for payments too, also as well. Okay, so when you meet with the loan officer, um, they can go over your finances with you, and they can basically tell you what you can afford for payments. You know, just to make sure that you're not trying to apply for anything that is not within your reach. Okay, and that's why they're going to be looking at your DTI too, also, because that would give them more information to find out what you can afford and what you cannot afford for payments. So you want to make sure that you answered all of the questions that I mentioned here before you go ahead and apply for a mortgage. So now, 3/4, so 75% of people, they apply online today. Okay, 75% of people apply online, and 83% of people, they sign documents electronically. Okay, so that's huge. That's a huge number there. And this is coming from moneywise.com. And the article's entitled, Should You Use an Online Mortgage Lender? Okay. And the benefits of using an online lender is convenience, basically. 20, they say 20% less processing time that you're going to have by using an online lender too, also as well. Okay. 20% less processing time than a traditional lender. All right. Traditional mortgage, I should say, not an online mortgage, a traditional mortgage. Um, with an online mortgage application or online mortgage lender, you can have your questions answered within minutes. Okay, you don't have to wait until the next day during office hours to run down there and talk to the lender. You can upload your IDs and all of your documents that you need to apply for this mortgage. You can also compare uh, mortgage loans, many mortgage loans at the same time. Also, okay. Um, Application fees are lower because these online lenders, mortgage lenders, they don't have a brick, and some of them, I would say some of them do, but some of them don't. Excuse me. Some of them don't have an actual physical brick and mortar location, you know, where they have to pay employees there at that brick and mortar and have all that extra overhead so they can charge you lower fees. So it's possible with online mortgage lenders, you can get lower fees and interest rates. Okay. Big savings over the total life of the loan, too, also as well. So that's another benefit. You can check out no less than 3 lenders, but you can check out more. Okay, on with the online mortgage lender too, also as well. All right. Now, I just wanted to mention that on moneywise.com, you have access to a mortgage loan calculator. All right. And I think what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go ahead and, well, actually, you can look that up on moneywise.com. Okay, right now we have 5 people with us here in the live stream. I want to say a special thank you and welcome to all the 5 people that are watching and commenting and following along here with us here in the live stream as we, going through our topic for tonight, which is how to get your credit ready to buy a house. So thank you so much for joining us. Really appreciate you guys. True also as well. So there is a mortgage loan calculator on moneywise.com. You can do a Google search for that mortgage loan calculator, and you can find the calculator from MoneyWise, and you may find other calculators too also as well, but it's good to use that mortgage loan calculator too also. And there is a mortgage payoff calculator that will tell you, how soon you can pay off that mortgage. Okay. And what's the latest you can pay off the mortgage? A lot of data from there too, also as well. And there's also a mortgage required income calculator too. We'll familiarize you with what type of income is required to get a mortgage. Okay. And a savings goal calculator is also one there too that would help you to save up. If you need to come up with a down payment or anything like that, you can find that all on moneywise.com. Okay. Now, traditional lenders, this is not online lenders, but I'm referring to traditional lenders. They can do a sit down with you, okay, which is a more hands on thing, more personal. and a thorough step-by-step experience where they can go over different and several mortgage options with you. Okay, well, online lenders, they have a phone number where you can reach their lenders and talk to one of them, or online chat where you can get help. Okay, so that's the difference. A local bank, however, is more knowledgeable about home buyer incentive programs in your area. Okay, so they cover the local area, so they know more about that area than online lenders do. And that may lower interest rates or closing costs. So they know about all of those incentive programs for you, where you can access lower interest rates in your area, or closing, lower closing costs in your area too, also as well. Okay. And they also have special financing that's offered for things like self employment. If you are self employed, they have special financing for you, or special financing for lower credit scores, and also FHA loans, and low down payment mortgages too, also as well. All of that, they could find out that information within your local area. Okay, so that's the difference between a traditional lender, such as your local bank, and an online mortgage lender too, also as well. Okay, so basically, you can make your own decision whether or not you want to go with an online mortgage lender or a traditional lender. But just keep in mind, guys, that online lenders, their main pluses are convenience and speed. That's their main pluses, what they have to offer. And the traditional mortgage lenders, you have the ability to have your questions addressed personally, more hands on and face to face, and more thorough and detailed. Okay, and within your local area. All righty. So basically, from FHA loans, I want to talk about a little bit here, and for first time home buyers, these are perfect loans for first time home buyers too, also as well. And here are the requirements. Okay. The requirements is a credit score of 580 or higher. Okay. 3.5% down payment, 2 years employment at the same company. Okay. So you got to have some type of stable employment, basically. If you have 2 years, that's great, because that's what they're looking for, at least 2 years or more, either in the same company or in that same line of work, basically. Okay, so basically that's what they're looking for, these lenders. You're gonna have to have W-2s, tax returns, paycheck stubs, okay, bank account statements too, also as well. You're gonna need all of those documents. Okay, no late payments in the past 12 months. Okay, now when I was talking about before, avoid the late payments, especially 6 months to a year, when you're getting yourself ready to buy a home. So no late payments in the 12 months. That's basically a requirement for the FHA, first time home buyer. Okay, program. Your debt to income ratio, the maximum your DTI should be is 31%. Okay. If it's not 31%, you want to check that, your DTI, and bring it down. Bring it down, because that can really hurt you when you're applying for a mortgage. Okay. So you want to see if you qualify for down payment assistance or a grant. Okay. And you can find that out if you qualify by checking your HUD, that's HUD website, to see if you qualify for any grants that will give you any assistance for down payments. Okay. And you want to definitely improve your credit score before the closing date. Definitely improve your credit score. Do something, bring them points up, lower your credit card utilization, stop applying for credit. Okay, all of these things you want to do, get some of those items removed off of your credit report, especially the negative items. Two, also that's hurting your credit score and your credit profile. Try to get them late payments removed if you have to. Use goodwill letters. Um, arrange pay for delete arrangements with those creditors. To also get some of those removed off your credit report that way. Sign up with a good credit repair specialist too, also as well. Okay, and you know, get 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 your credit in shape, so that way you'll be ready when it's time for you to apply for that mortgage. Okay, so basically, you want to pay down your credit card balances below 7% of your credit limit. So all of your credit card balances should be below 7% of the credit limit, especially and also including your trade lines. Okay, guys, if you have like a My Jeweler Club accounts, or you have Ox Publishing, Hudson Chase, any of those trade lines, you know, if you got, all of these trade lines, you want to, no matter what it is, you want to make sure you pay it down below 7%. No matter what it is, as long as it's revolving credit, you want to pay that down to below 7% of your total credit limit. So that way that can give you the highest boost in your credit score. The lower, the higher boost that you're going to get. Okay. So you can also get added as an authorized user. That will definitely improve your credit score too, also as well. Okay, guys, and as you remember, when we first started talking about this topic in the beginning, we went over the credit scores and also the interest rates uh, that you can qualify for at a 675 credit score, a 680 FICO score, a 700, and also finally a 760 FICO score. Okay, which are huge differences and will save you thousands of dollars. Okay, from a 675 FICO score to a 760 FICO score, which will save you $39,186 over the total life of the loan. Okay. So again, all of these tips here can help you increase your credit score. If you need any additional tips, you can contact me. Those links can be found at the bottom of the About section of this channel too, also as well. Okay. If you need additional help, join our Patreon. Okay. Sign up to be a member. The link is found in the bottom of this video, inside of the description, and also in the bottom of the About section of this channel. Also, don't apply for credit. Like I said before, stop applying for credit completely. If you have to, put a freeze on your credit. Okay. You can freeze numerous credit data agencies, like you can freeze LexisNexis, you can freeze Sage Stream. Okay, a lot of them that you can freeze. Okay, that will definitely prevent you, and you could call up Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax. Okay, if you need to do ask Anovis, call Anovis and ask them too, if you have to. Okay, and most credit freezes are free, so it's very simple to do. So definitely that would be, maybe a suggestion, something on your to do list, to put a credit freeze on your credit 6 months to a year before applying for a mortgage loan. Okay. And so I'm going to give you guys a list of some of the top mortgage loans by fundinghero.com. And basically, guys, if you need all of this information, don't worry. This is only part one. Excuse me. This is only part one of this topic. So all of this information will be on screen, all of the main points of it. And you can see it. If you need to make notes, you can do so also as well. Play the video over and over and over again. That would help you to make better notes too, also as well. Okay. These are top mortgage loans. Okay. Right now we have 6 people with us here in the live stream. I want to say a special thank you and a warm welcome to all of you 6 people. Thank you so much for listening, watching. 2 also as well, and your comments. We really do appreciate them too, also as well. Thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate you. Okay, so the top mortgage loans from fundinghero.com are, and this information just came out this month, so this is fresh from July this month, possibly a few days ago, I believe. Number one is Lending Tree, and they have 5 stars. Number two is better.com. They also have 5 stars. Number three is Quicken Loans, which only got 4.5 stars. Okay. Now, Quicken Loans, they come in different categories depending on what you're looking for. These are top mortgage loans. Okay, so this is general. This is generally speaking. This is not specifically related to military or related to say FHA or USDA or HELOC or anything like that. This is generally speaking general mortgage loans. Then Quicken Loans are number three. Rocket Mortgage is number four, coming in with 4 stars. That is okay. So Lending Tree was number one. Rocket Mortgage number four. Okay. And now I want to talk a little bit about USDA loans. Since one of our subscribers, whom this particular topic for tonight's live stream is dedicated to, Jason Van Hughes, he had a question also about USDA loans also as well. Okay. Now, DA loans have certain requirements. All right. And here they are: a 640 credit score. So 640 credit score is one requirement. The home that you want to buy, it must be in an eligible rural area. Okay. So if it's not in an eligible rural area, that won't make it. And the property, it cannot be a working farm. That's another thing. It cannot be a working farm. And your household income, it must be within the limits that are set by the USDA for the area where you want to buy a home. Okay, so all that has to be precise. Okay, so you want to definitely make sure you meet all of those requirements before you apply for a USDA mortgage loan. Okay, and here are the top, since we already went over the top mortgage loans, generally speaking. Now we're going to go over what the 4 best or top USDA mortgage lenders right now for 2019. This is coming from nerdwallet.com. Okay, and this is also recent, fresh information for this month. Okay. Number one, coming in at number one is New American Funding, which has 4.5 stars, and also it requires a 620 credit score. Okay, and up. So they'll take you from 620 and up. Okay. Uh, a 3% minimum down payment. So that's also a requirement. And it has an online mortgage application, so it's convenient for you, and will speed up the process of the mortgage application for you. And it comes with rates and quotes, document uploads where you can upload your IDs and all your important documents that you need for the application, and loan tracking too also as well. Okay, so all of these things come along with New American Funding, since they do offer that online mortgage application for you. Okay, so keep that in mind, because online, is convenient. Remember, we talk about it's convenient and speedy, uh, and the opposite of traditional, where you have a more thorough sit down and a personal face-to-face experience. You can get more of your questions answered too also as well. Okay, and also with New American Funding, services are not available in all 50 states. Okay, so just keep in mind of that. Also, number two is Villa, VYLLA, which also comes in at 4.5 stars. They also require a 620 minimum credit score and a 3% minimum down payment. They offer the online mortgage application where you can get rates online and quotes. You can upload your documents, and they offer the loan tracking too, also as well. But they also offer free rate locks. Okay, and no, but the only difference here is there's no online pre-approval. So that's the only thing that really sucks about Villa. Okay, now number three is Quicken Loans. Quicken Loans comes in at number three again with a 4.5 stars, and they require a 620 minimum credit score, a 3% minimum down payment, online application. You get human mortgage advisors, which is a good thing. Um, a fixed rate loan between 8 and 30 years. No HELOCs, however, only online. And they look at credit scores and debt to income ratios only. Okay. And here's a little information on USDA loans. Okay, if you meet income guidelines, you can buy a home in a qualifying rural area for 0% down. Okay, that is possible with a USDA loan, but you have to meet those income guidelines. The key benefits of a USDA loan is they require no down payment, unlike FHA and conventional loans. Okay, and you can, I believe those were fireworks going off there. That's what it sounded like. Wow, that's kind of late 4th of July celebration there. You can qualify with a credit score as low as 640. Okay, and in most cases, the USDA monthly guarantee fee will be lower than FHA monthly mortgage insurance. Alrighty. Now, how USDA loans work. If buying a home, you can get a USDA loan as a 30-year fixed rate mortgage. USDA loan eligibility requirements, they are, well, this is in order to get a USDA loan, there's a few things that you'd have to have in order. Okay, you need a credit score of at least 640. The home that you want to buy must be in a eligible rural area, and the property cannot be on a working farm. Your household income, it must be within the limits set by the USDA for the area where you want to buy a home. Okay, so you have to have all of those requirements, have all of your ducks in a row, basically, before you can qualify for a USDA loan. So I had to take a sip of this energy drink here. Um, so also, I wanted to go over what payments you can expect from what FICO score you have. Okay, as far as getting a mortgage, what mortgage payment you can expect to pay every month based on your FICO score. Okay, now we're gonna start at a 620 FICO score, and we're gonna go our way up. Okay, so from 620 FICO score to 639 FICO score, you can expect, you can qualify for a 5% interest rate and a payment of $1,159 a month monthly. Okay, for a mortgage. With the FICO score between 640 and 659, however, you can qualify for a 4.45% interest rate and a monthly payment of $1,088 a month for a mortgage payment. With a FICO score of 660 to 679, you can qualify for a 4.02% interest rate, a monthly payment of $1,034. Um, So from a 680 FICO score to a 699 FICO score, that qualifies you for a 3.81% interest rate and a monthly payment of $1,007. FICO score of 700 to 759, that will qualify you for interest rate of 3.63% with a monthly payment of $986. And a FICO score of 760 to 850, it can qualify you for interest rate of 3.41% with a monthly payment of $959 a month for a mortgage payment. Okay. And this information is coming from myfico.com. Get the score lenders use to evaluate your home mortgage loan. Okay. So now we're going to get into what FICO scores do mortgage lenders use. Okay. What FICO scores do mortgage lenders use? For one is the Equifax Beacon 5.0, okay, which is another version of FICO. This is what the mortgage lenders use. Also, Experian Fair Isaac Risk Model V2. Okay, so that's another version that of FICO that mortgage lenders use. TransUnion FICO Risk Score 04. Okay, which is another version. And besides, so those are what most mortgage lenders use. Okay, they use those versions of FICO. And as far as what particular score that they're going to use, because you when your FICO scores, you're coming from 3 credit bureaus, mostly what you're looking at: TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian. So one question you might ask is which one? Which one are they going to use? Which score? Say you have a 680 on TransUnion, a 700 on Equifax, a 710 on Experian. Okay, which one are they going to use? Okay, so basically what this saying here is that if all your scores are different, like the example that I just mentioned, they're going to use the middle score, whatever that middle score is. Okay, so if you have a 680, 710, and 705, then they'll take the 710. Okay. Now, also keep in mind if you have this scenario, say where you have your 3 credit scores are different to where you have 2 scores that are identical. Okay. So you have a 710, a 710, and 670. Okay, they're going to go with the 710. And the reason why is because they're going to take the 2 scores that are the same. If you have 2 identical scores, they're going to go by that score. Okay, so now we know 2 things. The first thing that we know is that mortgage lenders will use the score in the middle score, if all your 3 credit scores are different from the 3 credit bureaus. And also, if you have 2 identical scores from the credit bureaus, they will go ahead and go with that score. Okay. So what if you have more than one person that applies for the mortgage loan? Great question. Okay. If in that scenario, then they will take the lower score, basically. So if your scores are lower than your spouse's, for example, then they're going to use your score. If your spouse's score is lower than your score, for example, then they're going to use your spouse's score then. Okay. So basically that's how they calculate, that's what score they're going to go by when making the decision whether or not to approve you for a mortgage loan. Okay. So this is what the underwriters use. What score they go by. Okay, so if there's no FICO score, then what you want to do is if you don't have a FICO score yet, then what you want to do is call your lender and see if there's any exceptions. Okay, But generally speaking, if you don't have a FICO score and they have no score, no credit score for you at all whatsoever, you can assume that it's possible you're going to get denied for that mortgage loan. Okay. But like I said, you want to call that lender first and see if there's any exceptions. Okay. So I want to thank you guys. If you've been watching for a while or you've been listening along, I want to thank you guys so much for listening. Those who have participated and left comments too, also as well. I want to thank you also for participating with us here in our live streams because it really adds a lot of value to our group. To our credit building community too, also as well. So I do want to thank you guys for participating and joining us here tonight. It really makes a difference when we can come together as a group and go over topics or just share credit building information and knowledge with each other too also as well. It really means a lot to our community. And if you have been watching for a while, all of some videos here on this channel, it would be helpful if you click subscribe. Just go ahead and click that subscribe button and click the bell for notifications. That way, you will never miss a single video as we make them here on this channel too. Also, as well, you could also hit this big red subscribe button, which is in the lower left-hand corner of your screen. It's a square box. If you're on a laptop or a computer, you can see it bottom left hand corner of your screen. Or if you turn your cell phone sideways, you can also see it there too, also as well. And make sure you hit the thumbs up, guys. It really helps out the channel tremendously. It means a lot to our efforts to show YouTube that there is, interaction going on inside of our live streams and our videos too, also as well. And share. Hit that thumbs up button underneath the video and share this video everywhere with all of your friends, your family, on Facebook and all of your social media networks too, also as well, because it helps us to spread the message and help as many people as we can to increase their credit score to also as well and help them to achieve their goals in life too also as well. So right now, as a tradition, as we always do in our live streams, I want to go ahead and recognize all of the people who have joined us here in the live stream and who have also contributed to our live stream here tonight by mentioning your name. And I want to give a special thank you and a shout out to you guys too also as well. So first and foremost, I want to give a special thank you and shout out to Janelle Leone. Thank you so much for joining us here on the live stream tonight. It really, makes a difference when you join us. You really contribute a lot to the group. I want to thank you so much for joining us here tonight. I also want to say a special thank you to Cliff Peters. Cliff Peters, thank you so much for joining us tonight in our live stream. I really appreciate, all that you contributed to our live streams. It really means a lot to the group and to us. Also want to give a special thank you to Bodyguard 856. Bodyguard, thank you so much for joining us tonight in the live stream. I really appreciate you, buddy. Really means a lot to our live streams to have you with us, and all of your comments and suggestions, really appreciate it too also as well. I want to give a special thank you to Vic Hernandez. Vic Hernandez, thank you so much for joining us tonight here in the live stream. I really appreciate that you've been with us here, and I know that you are new to our live streams, but I do appreciate you and want you to let you know that you're always welcome. And we hope and look forward to seeing you back in many live streams in the future with us too also as well. I want to say a special thank you to Brian Taylor. Brian Taylor, thank you so much, buddy, for joining us this evening in the live chat. Well, actually, this morning now, where I'm at. And it really means a lot to our group. And guys, when you get a chance, go ahead over to Brian Taylor's channel. He really has great credit repair information to share with you there on his channel too, also as well. Um, So I want to thank Brian also as well for that wonderful $2 super chat. Thank you so much, Brian. It really means a lot to the group, to the channel, to help us with production of videos, to also as well. Thank you so much for all of your support, Brian. Really means a lot to our channel. To also as well. Thank you to our 1,112 subscribers. If you're not already subscribed to this channel, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, hit the bell for notifications. That way you will never miss a single video we make on this channel. Also, we ask that all of you please join our Facebook credit group for our credit building community. The name of our Facebook credit group is called How to Get Excellent Credit. So guys, just if you haven't already, go ahead over to Facebook and join our Facebook credit group, and feel free to share, and post there as often and frequent as you like about credit repair or credit increasing or your credit score, or credit cards, whatever the situation, whatever you want to talk about, go ahead and share there in the Facebook group too also as well. It really means a lot to our community. We learn a lot from each other. We support each other when we do that too also as well. All the links to follow me, you can follow me on social media, follow me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter, Pinterest, Instagram, LinkedIn. All of those links to follow me can be found at the bottom of the About section of this channel too also as well. And become a Patreon, support our channel, and also reap the benefits of being a patron with our memberships. We have 2 tiers currently. And if you need further answers or more information about it, you can definitely contact me at one of the links at the bottom of the About section of this channel. You can email me. The link is also there too at the bottom of the About section of this channel too also as well. So if you need to, go ahead, contact me. My business line too also, where you can reach me by phone, is 800-605-9053. Again, that number is 800-605-9053. So I want to thank all of you guys for joining here tonight. It really was a pleasure to have all of you guys back again, even though this was a late night live stream. And I probably will have more live streams before our regularly scheduled live stream, which our regular live stream is every Wednesday at 8:15 p.m. Central Time. So those of you who've been there for the past few live streams that we've done already know, but in case you didn't know, that's when our regular live streams are going to be every Wednesday at 8:15 p.m. Central Time. Okay. I don't know if I'll be making any more live streams from now until then, but it's possibly I will, but those will be like a spur of the moment live stream or video. So again, thank you so much for joining. If you, we also be Monday at 7 p.m. Central Time. We'll be over there at Dwayne's channel on How to Build Credit TV. This guy is awesome. He's helped me a lot with building my credit too also as well, and increasing my credit score. Dwayne is awesome, a great person to learn from, a great experience working with too also as well. So definitely go ahead and join us in that live stream there Monday 7 p.m. Central Time at How to Build Credit TV. Okay, on his channel. And thank you guys once again for joining. And I want to say stay blessed, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a great day. Bye now.